My name is Jesse Oguntemehin, and I am a digital marketing strategist. I help personal and business brands to know how they can tell unique stories that can move and inspire people.
And influencer marketing in Nigeria is just beginning to take off. Who's involved and what are the sorts of places that people go for finding stuff?
Okay, so usually when brands want to communicate to and reach more people online, they usually do GDN, that's advertisement using Google or Facebook ads. But these days, brands want to make their communication a lot more natural so that it's more authentic and believable. So, what they do is they use influencers. Now, these influencers, from my point of view, are in two categories. We have the celebrities that are popular, maybe movie actors or radio personalities, and then you have the regular people who have built fame online on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So these two classes of people are currently being used heavily by brands in Nigeria to tell stories in different ways, stories that are supposed to be authentic.
And you've also got ordinary people, inverted commas.
Yeah. Now these ordinary people, they have reason to fame online because they've been able to carve a niche for themselves to maybe delve into comedy, fashion, or sharing sensitive or sensational news items online that captivates the mind of people. And so when brands find this kind of people, they use them as a vehicle to transmit whatever brand message in a very authentic way. But one thing I've observed is that sometimes brands, whether small or big brands, they don't have an effective influencer strategy. So what they do then is that you find maybe 4 or 5 people putting out a message verbatim. That kills the authenticity of the message. So I think they should learn the personality of the person, see how the personality of this influencer they have chosen matches with their brand, and then craft a unique story peculiar to each person and let them push this message out. And this influencer they are choosing, they should let this influencer own the story, be able to let it to be part of them before pushing it out. Then they can get more mileage for their message.
And there's 2 sites in particular which are very popular. Tell me about both of those.
Okay, there are actually more than 2. So we have this account called Sub Delivery, and then we have Instablog Niger, Yaba Left. They are very popular for being on Twitter and Instagram. So what they do is that even if you don't watch the TV to catch up on the news, if you follow this account, you almost know every major news break that happens every day in Nigeria, especially Instablog Niger. And it's quite unfortunate they are so useful that their account was recently hacked. So if you search on Instagram now, you might not be able to find them. It's a pity.
And you're setting up as a specialist to actually work in this influencer area.
Yes, influencer is going to be one of the areas I'll be focusing on because I have identified that there are some stars or celebrities that they have a voice, they have huge influence, but they don't know how to monetize it. So what I'm going to do, that I'll be doing, I've already started doing it with some of them, is I will help them to see how they can position themselves so that brands can ride on their influence and then they can reach more people. So what I'm going to be doing is helping brands to connect with influencers, helping them to craft a better strategy for influencer marketing, to tell stories that are authentic, stories that inspire, and stories that move people to fall in love. You know what? In marketing, it is not the product that sells, it's stories well told. When people can relate with their stories, then they can have a kind of emotional connection with the product, and then they can fall in love and then use this product. This way it's easier to get conversion.
And what sort of numbers are being reached through these types of Twitter and Instagram accounts?
Like for instance, the reach is quite enormous, I must say, and I've been able to work with some of them, but these are some of industry secrets. I'm not allowed to reveal it right now, but the thing is that when you use influencers, you have more mileage for your message. When you use Facebook for advertisement, you use Google, or you use programmatic type of advertisement, you meet people. But when you use influencer marketing, you get more mileage for your message. And then you can, by so doing, get people who will share word of mouth about your message.